What happens when retirement gives you freedom, but quietly takes away structure? For many people, the days slowly become less active, less social, and more mentally exhausting than expected. Sleep patterns drift, movement declines, motivation weakens, and too much idle time turns into stress, overthinking, or endless screen scrolling. Retirement is not automatically peaceful just because work ends. A healthy and fulfilling routine still needs to be built with intention. The good news is that it does not require a strict schedule or a complicated lifestyle overhaul. Small daily habits can make a major difference in energy, mobility, emotional balance, and mental sharpness after 60. In this video, we'll explore practical ways to create a calmer, healthier, and more sustainable retirement routine every day. 1. Start the morning without stress or digital noise. How you spend the first hour after waking often determines the emotional rhythm of the entire day. Many retirees immediately check their phone, watch stressful news, or start worrying about health, finances, or family issues. That floods the brain with stress before the body is even fully awake. A better approach is creating a calm, low-stimulation morning routine. Start with a large glass of room temperature water, since the body becomes dehydrated overnight, which can worsen fatigue and stiffness. Then get natural light exposure by sitting near a window or stepping outside for a few minutes. Morning sunlight helps regulate the body clock, improve daytime energy, and support better sleep later at night. Gentle stretches or slow movements beside the bed can also loosen stiff joints and improve circulation. Most importantly, avoid starting the day with endless scrolling or negative news. Your nervous system functions far better when the morning begins with calm instead of stress. 2. Build a purposeful mid-morning learning routine. One of the biggest dangers in retirement is passive living. Endless television and repetitive routines slowly reduce mental sharpness. The brain needs challenge and novelty to remain strong. Mid-morning is usually when focus and cognitive performance are strongest, so this is the ideal time to engage in mentally demanding activities. That does not mean stressful work. It means purposeful learning. Learning a language, practicing music, woodworking, painting, writing, gardening, or even studying history stimulates neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to form new neural connections. This becomes extremely important as people age because cognitive decline often accelerates when the brain stops facing new challenges. You can strengthen the brain even further by combining movement with mental tasks. For example, while making tea or organizing paperwork, try counting backward by sevens or naming countries alphabetically. This forces coordination between physical and cognitive systems, improving overall brain resilience. The goal is not perfection. The goal is keeping the brain active, adaptable, and curious. 3. Use walking to prevent the afternoon energy crash. After lunch, many retirees often experience a noticeable drop in energy. Sitting on the couch may feel natural, but it usually worsens the slump by slowing digestion, increasing stiffness, and reducing alertness. A short walk after eating is one of the simplest ways to counter this effect. Even 10 to 20 minutes can improve circulation, support digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and restore mental clarity. However, walking while distracted reduces many of these benefits. Phone use, constant audio, or multitasking weakens awareness and balance. At least once daily, practice focused walking without headphones, paying attention to posture, breathing, and foot placement. This strengthens coordination and calms mental overload. You can also vary intensity slightly by alternating a comfortable pace with brief faster intervals to gently challenge the heart and lungs. After 60, movement is not optional exercise. It becomes essential maintenance for physical and cognitive function. 4. Create a dedicated space for calm and recovery. Modern homes are full of constant stimulation, notifications, TV, devices, and noise that keep the brain in a low-level stress state all day. Retirement needs intentional recovery time where the nervous system can fully relax. One simple approach is creating a quiet, analog corner at home. It doesn't need to be large, just a comfortable chair, natural light, and a few calming elements like books or plants. The key is removing screens completely. Over time, the brain begins associating this space with safety, lowering heart rate, and reducing stress hormones. Many people underestimate how draining nonstop information is. The brain isn't built for constant input. Quiet time is not laziness, it is recovery. It also supports reflection through journaling or silent sitting, improving emotional balance. A calm retirement is shaped not only by habits added, but also by distractions removed. 5. Protect your body from long periods of sitting. Retirement often creates an invisible trap: too much sitting. Even physically active seniors sometimes spend huge portions of the day seated while reading, watching television, or using devices. The body adapts quickly to inactivity. Muscles weaken, posture collapses, balance declines, circulation slows, and joints stiffen. A simple fix is building movement into the structure of the day instead of relying only on formal workouts. Set reminders to stand and move every hour. Walk through the house, perform ankle circles, shoulder rolls, or gentle marching in place. Small movement snacks throughout the day matter more than many people realize. The body responds positively to frequency of movement, not just intensity. Balance training is especially important after 60 because falls become increasingly dangerous. Simple exercises like heel-to-toe walking beside a wall or standing briefly on one leg while holding a chair can significantly improve stability over time. Another overlooked issue is posture. Years of sitting and looking downward create rounded shoulders and compressed breathing patterns. Gentle wall stretches and chest opening exercises help reverse this trend and improve oxygen intake. Mobility is freedom in retirement. Once movement declines severely, independence often follows. 6. Set boundaries around news and information consumption. Many retirees unintentionally poison their emotional health through nonstop exposure to negative media. Constant political outrage, fear-based headlines, and disaster-focused news cycles create chronic psychological stress. The brain cannot distinguish very well between direct threats and repeated exposure to alarming information. Watching hours of stressful news every day keeps the nervous system activated. This does not mean ignoring the world completely. It means consuming information intentionally instead of endlessly. Try limiting news intake to one scheduled period per day. Avoid watching distressing content late at night or immediately after waking. Replace some screen time with books, hobbies, conversations, or time outdoors. Mental peace requires protecting attention. If every hour is filled with conflict, noise, and negativity, emotional exhaustion becomes inevitable. Calmness is not accidental. It is the result of consistent boundaries. 7. Use evening habits to improve sleep and recovery. Sleep changes significantly with age. Many seniors fall asleep earlier, wake frequently during the night, or struggle with shallow sleep quality. One of the best ways to improve sleep naturally is creating a consistent evening routine that signals the brain to slow down. About 90 minutes before bed, reduce bright lighting and avoid emotionally stimulating content. Warm baths or foot soaks can help trigger the body's natural cooling process afterward, which promotes deeper sleep. A peaceful evening routine is less about forcing sleep and more about removing the barriers preventing it. 8. Keep meaning and human connection in your life. A retirement routine should not revolve only around avoiding illness. Health is important, but emotional fulfillment matters too. One reason some retirees struggle emotionally is loss of identity. Work once provided structure, goals, interaction, and a sense of contribution. Without replacing those elements, life can begin feeling empty. Connection is one of the strongest predictors of healthy aging. Regular conversations, friendships, volunteering, mentoring younger people, or participating in local groups all improve emotional resilience. Purpose matters just as much. Humans are not designed to simply consume entertainment all day. We need meaning. That meaning can come from helping others, creating things, learning new skills, caring for family, or contributing to a community. Curiosity is also powerful. Retirement should not feel like life shrinking. It should feel like life opening differently. Exploring new places, reading deeply, developing hobbies, or even changing routines occasionally helps keep the mind emotionally alive. The healthiest retirees are usually not the people trying hardest to stay young. They are the people who remain engaged, adaptable, useful, and mentally open. There you have it. 8 income streams you can start this year, whether it's through AI licensing, niche content, or fractional investments. Each of these strategies can help you generate income without a massive upfront investment. The key is to start small and scale over time. If you found these ideas valuable, make sure to like this video, share it with anyone who could benefit, and subscribe for more actionable strategies to build your wealth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.